Farmer.
Well, very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. Today's race meeting coming to you from Caulfield. It's the second day of the VATC Carnival, Coogee Handicap Day. And oh, we've got a wonderful day here at Caulfield. The track is officially good. The penetrometer reading is much better than it was on a good track here on Saturday. The movable rail is out 4.5 metres from about the 1,300 metre mark. But it is a great race meeting today here, and of course tonight's the barrier draw for the Caulfield Cup. It's going to be all action, all stations go here today. Plenty of action at Caulfield, and of course plenty of good advice from Keith Hillier, Roy Higgins and Jenny Chapman. Let's go down and say good afternoon to them now.
Thank you, Bill, and a good afternoon to you and to viewers, and as we so often say, especially those who can't make it to Caulfield today, those who are watching from hospital beds. We hope you enjoy the telecast. As Bill mentioned, I hope not promised, we'll do our best to provide some winners throughout the afternoon. The track reading is good, conditions absolutely perfect for this middle day of the Caulfield Cup Carnival. The surrounds here at Caulfield are magnificent, and so too is my company, especially Jenny Chapman, who once again looks charming.
Thank you very much, Keith. Another outfit from Projections, of course.
Well, how would you describe that, Jen?
This is a Linda Jackson jacket, and it actually has a mini dress that goes with it, which is probably a bit short for the races.
You weren't going to wear that today?
No, I wasn't. I thought I'd stick with the longer dress.
All right. Well, we all lost our shirt on Saturday, didn't we, Roy? Perhaps today's might be a chance to get it back?
Certainly the best looker in the mounting yard at present, Keith, isn't she?
Right.
Thanks, Roy. There's no one here.
Small field, right.
Well, I have a massive dose of hay fever, so I need a couple of winners desperately to help me through the day.
That's been a spring problem for you for many years. Often when you were riding, Roy, you had to miss mounts or riding engagements through that.
One of those seasonal things that when the big north winds hit here on Monday, it set in a bit, and I'm still suffering.
Oh, well,
but,
we hope
nothing that a bit of gold ointment won't change. We can flick a winner early in the day.
We hope your health picks up during the day. We'll have a look now at scratchings. There are not so many of them for the meeting. In race 1, you can scratch what would have been the pre-post favourite, number 1, Roden Raj. From race 2, take out number 11, Bellotta Bell. Race 3, scratch 1, Comelina. 6, Hydro's Girl. 10, Passionate Queen. From race 4, scratch number 1, Golden Twig. Race 5, scratch 2, Gold Deck, and 9, Camacruise, an important scratching. Race 6, scratch number 8, Court Cobbler. Race 7, number 11, Green and Gifted. And there are 4 scratchings from race 8, the last. Scratch number 1, Reputed, 2, Keepers, 11, Here's a Toff, and number 18, Lee Fran. Well, Jenny, the first race at 12:40, that's some 35 minutes of betting time remaining. What say we give our viewers the absolute opportunity to take advantage of your judgment?
Well, Keith, this is hard because these horses, a lot of them haven't raced, but my selection will be number 11, Top Cat. I think has had 2 nice trials and probably benefited from that. Of course, trained by Vanda Chapel, and she always has her young horses very fit and well. I put it in to win. I like number 12, Underwood. Has only had the one start of 4th at Flemington, and I think will improve on that run. I'll put in number 5, Marwong, to run 3rd. That's the Jeff Murphy train. It's trained here, so it might have a bit of a chance.
Yes, he's by Whiskey Road, the sire of Strawberry Road.
And I think it's a half-brother to Captain Piper. Is that right?
Well,
you don't know? I think it is.
If you tell me, I'll accept that, Jen.
Yes.
Piper.
Oh, it wasn't a bad horse. Had a bit of ability.
Jenny's selections in the first, number 11, Top Cat, to beat 12, Underwood, and 5, Marwong. And incidentally, at the moment, Top Cat is better than 8-1 on the tote. Roy, your thoughts on the first, the Gwyn Nursery for the 2-year-old Colts and Goldings?
I like Underwood, number 12. I thought his run at Flemington, his first start, was a very good run. Number 3, Brown Fury, was heavily backed at Flemington, and On that occasion, he'll only beat a few stragglers home. Something went amiss, but there was a lot of stable confidence there that day to say the horse could win. I'm for giving it to that run, which you must do with young horses having their first start in a race. And Ma Wong from the Jeff Murphy stable, beautifully bred Whiskey Road Colt. I think he'll be hard to beat. But I do like number 12 Underwood.
Okay, 12 Underwood, who is the tote favourite, incidentally, Underwood, Roy's selection. My selection is a bit of a guess, really. Durham Rivers from the Colin Hayes stable. We haven't seen this youngster. He hasn't raced, but Colin Hayes generally brings them over here first if they've shown him plenty at his private training track at Lindsay Park. And I thought that Underwood, who was about a 6.5 to 1 chance on the tote, might be worth something each way in the first.
Beautiful day in Sydney, magnificent weather, track good. Classic Victory on the inside, bred to go quickly out of Victory Yacht by Bletchingley. Racing in the first on the program and missing it by more than a length, Vinely Star. Classic Victory didn't jump out all that well, and neither Persian Patch. And Mandalong and Glen Murray Blaze, the early leaders, taken on quickly by Breeze Love in the centre. New Ace 4th and 5th, the favourite Crown Royal. A length Empress Bogan and News Extra, followed by Classic Victory, and then Once Too Often and Persian Patch. After one, Divinely Star, and 2 lengths Medelia second, last even break. And Min K trails at the 800 and past it. Breeze Love and Mandalong going hammer and tong. A length to the good of the favourite Crown Royal, followed by New Ace off the track, and then Glen Murray Blaze locked away. News Extra around the outside from Empress Bogan and Persian Patch, then Once Too Often. One to Classic Victory. Further back comes Medelia, and then Vinely Star. Even break second last, and Min K's last. A compact field travels to the 400, and Breeze Love just showing the way from Mandalong. New Ace 3 deep, and News Extra 4 wide. And Crown Royal looking for the gap with Glen Murray Blaze and Classic Victory. Straightening up now, and Breeze Love just in front from New Ace. Crown Royal gets the split now if it's good enough. And at the 150 metres, the leader Breeze Love. Second New Ace followed by Crown Royal, and here's Classic Victory getting up on the inside. It'll knock them all out. There's a good performance. Missed the kick, but too good on the line. Classic Victory beat Breeze Love and Crown Royal, followed by Min K running on, then Empress Bogan, Glen Murray Blaze, even break, News Extra, Persian Patch, Medelia. New Ace dropped out in the last little bit, so did Mandalong, and the last couple were Vinely Star and Once Too Often.
Well, that was a pretty good run. I think that might have been the horse that was got left last, having its first start in a race. Classic Victory, and it's going to pay about $5.60 for the win. Came home strongly, won by Bletchingley. Breeze Love number 3 second, and number 2 Crown Royal third. 7, 3 and 2. That's how they go over the line in the first race in Sydney today, which was the Collaroy Pit.
Check now the result of race 1 in Sydney, where the winner was number 7, Classic Victory, paying $5.60 the win and $1.20 the place. Second 3, Breeze Love, $1.30, and third the favourite, number 2, Crown Royal, 70 cents. The Quinella 3 and 7 paid $33.60, and the trifecta 7, 3 and 2 paid $231.40.
Carlton. Top Cat throwing its head around with Omnicom. They're settling, the lights on, and they're racing. And when they jumped away, Underwood began quite well with Ma Wong, Brown's Ferry. Underwood getting a caning with the whip early. Durham Rivers has gone through quickly, and they were followed back behind those horses by Single Shot. And as they come up by about the 800 now, Brown's Ferry's cleared out about 2.5 lengths to Ma Wong. They were followed over on the inside of those horses by Record High. In the centre of them is Durham Rivers, and then a Single Shot. Underwood can't go a yard. It's dropped out of it and still under the whip. They were followed further back then by Top Cat and Opaque Flash towards the rear of the field. As they swung around the turn into the straight now, Brown's Ferry the leader. Coming at it on the outside is Ma Wong and Record High, and they're well clear of Single Shot. Durham Rivers, the others not in it. Going to the lead is now Record High in the centre, getting the upper hand from Brown's Ferry. Ma Wong is battling on the outside. It's as Record High in front of Ma Wong as they get near the line. Record High doing too well. It beats Ma Wong about a length. Brown's Ferry third. Then Single Shot, Durham Rivers, and they're followed by Barb and Cedar. About 5 lengths away then came at the head of the others Omnicom. Underwood was further back in the field. Top Cat a long way back, and so too was Mixed Revenge and Opaque Flash towards the rear of the field. Official placings in the first event, the Gwyn Nursery. Number 9 is the winner. Record High, ridden by D. Murphy. Number 9, Record High, D. Murphy first. Number 5, Ma Wong, ridden by G. Willett, second. And number 3, Brown's Ferry, ridden by El Morn, was third. 9, 5 and 3. Winner of the Gwyn Nursery, number 9, Record High, by Jukebox from Cloud Pink, raced by C.W. Little and B. Whitting, trained by Mick Crawford at Caulfield and ridden by D. Murphy.
Ready to go in the second of the day, 12:50 the journey. This race is for the 3-year-old fillies. A little movement in the centre of the line. Should get them at any tick of the clock. Lovely Tattoo just moving ahead, racing this time, and Shark jumped away pretty well, but on board missed at a length. Trace of Silver slow, and Carrier Kingdom's tossed the rider, but the jockey is quite okay, G. Wybrow. And at the end of 150 metres, the leader Kermington, Shark goes up second, 3 deep, Lovely Tattoo, and Key Money 4 wide. Incoming going through nearer to the inside from Tatura Lass and Miss Billy Blue, and then Galwest French Impression, followed then by Light of Century on the inside, racing Trace of Silver, and last of all is on board, and the riderless horses continuing as they run up the hill. And here's Shark on the outside and Kermington go together. 3 wide is Key Money, a length in to Lovely Tattoo. Tatura Lass one off the rails next. Incoming, losing ground from Miss Billy Blue and Galwest, then French Impression. On board third last, second last being Light of Century, and back on the inside Trace of Silver. 400 metres to go, and Shark gains the upper hand here and leads about a half length Key Money. Tatura Lass 3 deep, Kermington losing ground, and very wide Lovely Tattoo. Now Tiley is shaking up Shark. I don't think there's much left at the 200 metres, and Tatura Lass down the outside joins Shark and Key Money, and 2 lengths away French Impression, but Tatura Lass on the outside is going by far the better, and Tatura Lass hands and heels by Carl forges away, and on the line Tatura Lass is won it by 2 lengths to almost a dead heat, Key Money and Shark, then French Impression, Miss Billy Blue, Trace of Silver, followed by Light of Century incoming, further away Lovely Tattoo and on board, and then Kermington. Galwest last. The riderless horse trails the field and ducks into the 1,500 metres.
Well, a strong place. 5 Ma Wong, $1.60, and number 3 Brown's Ferry, 90 cents. The Quinella, 5 and 9, paid $64.50, and the trifecta was a big one to get the day started. $808.50 for numbers 9, 5 and 3. The trick, of course, was to find the winner, Record High. It was
The Sydney race 2 went to number 5 Tatura Lass, 465 and 85. Second, number 6 Key Money, 8. And third, number 2 Shark, 70 cents. Quinella, 147.45. Trifecta, $886.15.
today.
Now, Toile de Mer comes in on the outside. Field ready. Key Code a little bit toey on the inside. Light goes on. They're racing. And jumped away in a pretty good line too. Adrenalina was one of the first to get going with Lucky Witch and Fashionville, and getting away quickly over near the inside Flustered. Key Code took a long time to get going, and Kilmarie was a fair way back when they settled down, but making up some ground. Flustered in front now from Lucky Witch and a length to Godessa, followed by Adrenalina, Fashionville, then Romantic Storm, and they were followed, or rather on the inside, Thierry Rose. A length further back then came Kilmarie, who's got a long way out of its ground, and they're followed by a Toile de Mer, then Romantic Storm and Key Code last. At the 600, Flustered in front, a half to Lucky Witch, a length to Godessa in the box seat on the inside. It was followed by Fashionville, a length and a half further back, Kilmarie making ground but hard ridden. They're followed by Thierry Rose and Adrenalet round the outside from a Toile de Mer and Romantic Storm. Lucky Witch raced up on the outside to join Flustered into the straight, clear of Godessa. They were followed then on the outside by Fashionville. Flustered fighting back now. Godessa's coming at them. Lucky Witch, Godessa and Flustered are fighting it out. 100 to go. Godessa's going home much better, and Godessa sprinted to the lead near the line and is coming away to win by a length and a half. Lucky Witch second, a half head to Flustered third, then Kilmarie, followed by Adrenalina. Next to Toile de Mer on the outside from Fashionville, and further back is Key Code towards the rear, with the Thierry Rose, one of the last to finish. Official placings in the Wiggle Handicap. Number 4 is the winner. That is Godessa, ridden by M. Clark. Number 4, Godessa, M. Clark first. And the judge calls for a photo for the minor placings to separate number 2, Lucky Witch, on the outside from number 3, Flustered, on the inside. That's the way they'll finish. In fact, it is. Number 2 has run second, Lucky Witch, ridden by P. Alderman. and number 3, Flustered, third, ridden by El Morn. The numbers 4, 2 and 3 on the second race on the program. And Gordessa, Colin Hayes, trainer, certainly, well, he's a magnificent trainer. He's proved that over the years. And he's got a great rider in the saddle too for him now, Michael Clark. The winner of the Wiggle Handicap, number 4, Gordessa, a chestnut filly by God's Walk from Curry Curry, raced by BM and JL Chechik, B and LH Glowry and Mrs. BD Hayes, trained by Colin Hayes and ridden by Michael Clark. Second, number 2, Lucky Witch, P. Alderman. Third, number 3, Flustered, El Morn. Officially fourth, Kilmarie, and fifth, Etoile de Mer.
Flea fractious in the gates. Racing this time, Gimmick seemed to jump out of fraction awkwardly. Leningrad on the outside got the best of it. Edition Bay well away. So was Ben Battle and Old Wahoo showing a lot of speed. Tortellini not far back, and here's Mal Johnston hunting through on Souvraul, and Kiwi Army's also looking for the lead as they travel to the judge, and the leader is now Kiwi Army. About a next Souvraul on the inside. Third and wide Leningrad. Wahoo on the fence and one off same back in fifth position Edition Bay. A length Tortellini inside Ben Battle, and then comes Starboy and Camille Assad, purposely out very deep, and a break to lap of Victory, Gimmick, and last is Mr. Gooley. They race towards the back of the course, 1,200 metres before them, and Kiwi Army goes to the lead, a length on Leningrad. Third on the fence is Souvraul, tending to pull one Edition Bay, given every chance. The fence is Wahoo, then purposefully followed by Ben Battle. On the rails next is Tortellini over Starboy. Wider Gimmick, splitting horses, lap of Victory. Next to last, Camille Assad, and Mr. Gooley is Absolute. Half the journey completed now down the back straight at the 950, and Kiwi Army allowed a little more rain, a bit over a length on Leningrad. A length away third, and bailed away as Souvraul, followed by Edition Bay. A length further back purposefully on the fence, Wahoo over Tortellini, and then Ben Battle, Starboy, lap of Victory. Third last being the Grey Gimmick, and the two behind it being Camille Assad and Mr. Gooley. Racing along to the 500 metres, and the leader is Kiwi Army, 3/4 to a half length on Leningrad. A length away Edition Bay coming into it, followed by Souvraul, still snookered. A break of a length to Tortellini, purposefully Ben Battle and Starboy, homeward bound. And the narrow leader as they turn is Kiwi Army from Leningrad. Edition Bay trying to overhaul them, and then Souvraul, who's being held up for a run. And at the head of the others, Starboy in the stretch past the 200. Beedman had driven Edition Bay to the lead. Starboy is the immediate tackler. The leader is Edition Bay. On the outside, Starboy trying to pick him up, but can't. And Edition Bay hammered right out, will win it. Edition Bay's beaten Starboy. Third was the Grey Gimmick ahead of Mr. Gooley, and then Souvraul. Leningrad weakened with Kiwi Army, Tortellini, lap of Victory, Camille Assad, the last trio, Wahoo, Ben Battle, and Purposefully.
Edition Bay beating 7 Starboy. Edition Bay paying 165 and 80. 4 Starboy 115, and 8 Gimmick 335. Those numbers 3, 4 and 8. The Quinella 3 and 4, $5.85. The trifecta $146.70. 3, 4.
Settle, racing. Fluorescence jumped in the air a little bit and didn't begin all that well, but out wide on the track, Probation began very quickly. Luxury is up there with Vain Burst, and now going through along the inside. Fluorescence has gone up to join them with New Pearl and Lacasso out wide. They were followed then by Faithful Thought behind them, and they were followed again by Heckamar Star Spirit Girl. Back behind them came Shebop towards the rear, Provocatives back towards the rear, and last of all is Double Match. On the turn, Fluorescence got through on the rails to share the pace with Vain Burst. Faithful Thought. New Pearl's run off the track and taken Probation with it, and then Lacasso. Into the straight they race, and Fluorescence just the leader on the outside. Matching strides with it is Faithful Thought. They're going together with 200 to go clear now. From coming into the picture with a fair run is Solar Flame. It's a great battle here. Faithful Thought's just got its head in front on the outside, doing a little bit better, and Faithful Thought is going on to win from Fluorescent. Third placing to Solar Flame. A mighty run by Double Matches come from a clear last, and then Spirit Girl back behind them with Shebop. Further back in the field, Luxury and also Provocative. Then came Lacasso, who dropped right out of the race over the concluding stages. Spending as well back there too with Provocative, and New Pearl is one of the last to finish. Official placings for the third event on the program. The winner is number 3, Faithful Thought, ridden by El Morn. Number 3, Faithful Thought, El Morn first. Number 4, Fluorescence, ridden by M. Clark second. And number 14, Solar Flame, ridden by G.A. Ryan third. 3, 4 and 14. The Mona Nursery, number 3, Faithful Thought, a chestnut filly by Watermill from Faithful Mahal, raced by Miss V.L. Chappell, J.F. Ferris, A.J. Bowman, J.B. Carey and J.S. Osprey, trained at Mornington by Miss V.L. Chappell and ridden by El Morn. Second, number 4, Fluorescence, M. Clark, and third was number 14, Solar Flame, G.A. Ryan. Officially. Now, race 4 today, and this is the first of the Quadrella races, the 3DB Springtime Handicap, scratch number 1, Golden Twig, and in race 5, the Kunji Handicap, scratch number 2, Gold Deck, and number 9, Karma Cruise.
And away they go. Not a bad break it was. Critical Review, one of the best to begin. Away pretty well was Parlour Lad in third position on the outside, but looking for the lead, Midnight Light, and Be an Angel goes up quickly, and Leatherbound out very wide, and then comes Lord Lycan travelling to the judge. And the leader is Parlour Lad narrowly from Leatherbound 3 deep, and between them Midnight Light, but Leatherbound's now going to go to the lead. Fourth Critical Review on the inside of Be an Angel, Wonder Lord Lycan on the outside of Live Wire. A length further back, Beat the Charge with the outside running from Good Friends, then Sister Cola, Loani Duke, Party Light second last, and Pretension is last of all. As they run towards the back of the course, 1,200 metres left to gallop, and the leader Leatherbound. The moment the rider got it to the lead, he puts the brakes on, and Leatherbound about a neck on Midnight Light will go to the front now. Third is Live Wire, a length Parlour Lad on the inside of Be an Angel, who's being tagged there by Lord Lycan. Critical Review on the rails. A bit more than a length, the Sister Cola on the inside of Good Friends, then Loani Duke, Beat the Charge, 2 Party Lights, and Absolute is Pretension. More than half the journey covered now as they run past the 850, and the pilot is Midnight Light by a length and a quarter. Second posse is Live Wire, a length and a half, Be an Angel. Lord Lycan starting to make ground. On the fence, Leatherbound, and tagging Lord Lycan forward, Critical Review, then Loani Duke. Now Parlour Lad is losing ground. Good Friends on the outside, a length to Beat the Charge, then comes Sister Cola. Party Lights is second last, and Pretension whips them in. 400 from home, and a Midnight Light, a half to a neck on Live Wire. Be an Angel coming around them quickly. A length the Lord Lycan, Loani Duke, Critical Review under severe pressure, and Beat the Charges a minute back. They turn. Midnight Light tackled by Live Wire in the middle, and 3 deep is Be an Angel, and this trio 2 lengths Loani Duke, but now Live Wire's gained the lead. Dropping off Midnight Light. Be an Angel trying to pick up Live Wire, but Live Wire is safely holding Be an Angel and Loani Duke, and Live Wire is going to score. Live Wire a length and a half on the line to Be an Angel. Third Loani Duke, followed by Good Friends, Midnight Light, Sister Cola, Lord Lycan, Beat the Charge, and a good way back then Parlour Lad. A fair margin, Critical Review, Party Lights, Pretension, and Leatherbound was last.
They settle, the lights on. Racing. Tippling was slow on the outside, a clear last settling down. Miss Calamar and Skyhook going fast with Norgwin Fleur up with the leaders, Water Show Range. Kia Miss round the outside of the next bunch, and then Cooktown Lady followed by Rare Faith. Starlight Express on the inside of Come Tell. Seeker Fortune is well back in the field at this stage within the Springtime and Just a Light. 2 lengths to Sheer Wonder, a couple of lengths to Toned Phil, and Tippling is last. At the 1,000 metres, Norgwin Fleur a half to Kia Miss, splitting the Miss Calamar, Wonder Skyhook, the rails from Rare Faith, or Water Show it is on the outside, lost his cap. Then came Range, Cooktown Lady, Trap Deep going forward from In the Springtime, and then Rare Faith in a tightly bunched field. Next Seeker Fortune, and they were followed by Toneful, hooked to the outside, making a quick run, and back behind them Starlight Express, and then came behind those horses still last is Tippling. On the corner they bunch up here where Norgwin Fleur just led Kia Miss. A Skyhook is behind them in the centre, Cooktown Lady. Toneful out in no man's land, and also out there Come Tell is making a run. Norgwin Fleur, however, was the leader into the straight. Getting out after it, Range. Oh, it's got a dream run, Range, and swamped them in a few strides. On the outside, Skyhook battling on from Cooktown Lady, and then Toneful out wide, and Tippling from a long last, but Range wins it easily, about 4 lengths. Skyhook's run second. Third, Norgwin Fleur, and fourth, Tippling, a decent sort of a performance. Then Miss Calamar behind those horses from Cooktown Lady and Toneville Come Tell. Then Sheer Wonder, Starlight Express. Further back in the field is Rare Faith and Seek a Fortune, a long way out of it with Kia Miss, and also in the springtime and Water Show and Just a Light at the rear. Official placings. Number 3 is the winner. Range, ridden by El Morn. Number 3, Range, ridden by El Morn first. Judges call for a photo finish for the minor placings to separate Skyhook on the outside and Norgwin Fleur over on the inside, with Tippling putting up a miracle run just behind them. Second placing in the frame now to number 14, Skyhook, L. O'Sullivan. And the third is number 12, Norgwin Fleur, ridden by C. Din. 3, 14 and 12. Range has been very consistent galloper. The winner of the 3DB Springtime Handicap, number 3, Range, by A. Thorpe from Rocky's Sister, a bay mare 6-year-old. Raced by A. Dix, G. Madden, C. Spittle, C. Speed, Ed Hibbert, and B. P. Helpin. Trained by Mel Gerard at Mornington and completing a double today to rider El Morn. Second, number 14, Skyhook, L. O'Sullivan. Third, number 12, Norgwin Fleur, C. Din. Officially fourth was number 17, Tippling. And fifth, number 11, Miss Calamar. $110.30. $2,910.30. And the extra double for 4 and 3, $39.45. Number 1, Dark Intruder, 370 and 145, Scratch Gold Deck. 3, Major Drive, 220.75. 4, Globetrotter, 690, 205. 5, Roman Artist, 551.75. 6, Under Oath, 345, 125. 7, Periscope, $2.75. 8, Trade Line, 15.45, 410. Scratch Karma Cruise. 10 is Tierra Wrist, 10.55 and 380. 11, Dream Ruler, 10.05, 215. 12, 4 Dice, 18, 10, 435. 13, Empire Rose, 9.90 and 310. 14, Honey Bridge, 17.35, 425. And 15, Peckham Guest, 20.75, 460. Windpool, $90.83. Place Pool, $60,000.25. And correct weight. Weight is right for the place getters in the previous event. The numbers 3, 14, 12. Winning margin 3.5 lengths. Ahead between second and third. Time 125 and correct weight.
390 and 120 for number 3.
Win and 180 the place. 4, Bean Angel was second, 85 cents, and 8, Loaney Duke, 330. The Cornella 4 and 11 paid $11.05, and the trifecta was a nice dividend, $599 even for 11, 4 and 8.
Carlton are proud to be associated with Sevens Racing.
Go for the greatness.
Well, again, there's the scene at Canterbury. I think the farrier's work might be completed. In the meantime, oh no, the jockey's still off one of the runners there. It may be number 2, Top of the Nap. I think that's Malcolm Johnston standing down there, and that has caused the delay. In the meantime, it's almost sunglasses weather again here at Caulfield. The sun streaming down. We certainly get it all in Melbourne, don't we, Roy?